Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. In the Bluegrass, Kentucky fans not only rabidly passionate about their basketball team, but their football program as well. And the Wildcats with a chance at Commonwealth Stadium to score a signature victory today. We've done all we can do here. Time to tee it up. Let's send it out to Brad and Kirk for the call. David and I will be with you at halftime.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke tastes, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. White has the ball teed up, and we're just about ready to get this one started. He sends this one deep. He's to the 10. Room around the corner. He gets hit out of bounds around the 24-yard line. So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
Regular.
And he's taken down right around the 24-yard line. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. That makes it 2nd and 10. From their own 24-yard line. 2nd down.
3 down. Watch number 5.
Fumble. Scoops up the loose ball. Breaks one. Touchdown, Trojans.
It always makes you nervous anytime a defender tries to pick up a fumble and run with it instead of just falling on it. Man, did it work out for him here for a big-time play in the score.
And he hits the PAT. Reese Davis joins us in the studio with this update. Reese?
The Panthers arrive at today's game ranked 5th in the nation. And for Pittsburgh, their perfect season is still alive.
The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. This offense has got to try to pull it all together now after the fumble cost them 6 points just moments ago.
I know as a quarterback, it's always hard to watch the defense score a touchdown on you. But it was always a reminder to take extra care of the football.
They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. 2nd down and 1.
3 down.
And he hits him hard at the 25.
Outstanding job there by the linebacker.
Trying to fit it. From the 32-yard line, 1st down. USC up 7 points. On the draw play. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And he tacks on the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 20. At the 30. And he's tackled at the 43. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The game is in danger of getting out of hand early. It's very, very important that they not only hang on to the football this drive, but they also need to get a score on the board as well. This isn't even the best example, but I'm going to tell you something. This young man is really getting better at running his routes, which is a truly underrated quality these days.
From the 47-yard line, it's first down. Throws it in a hurry. They'll bring him down at the 30.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering the football for a first down.
And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Call it a gain of 12 yards.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Going for it all to the end zone.
That makes it second and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 97 set. 97 Black 90. Black 90.
A 1-yard gain by the halfback.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That'll make it 39.
Third down, 9 to go. Ball on the 17.
It's a bad play overall by the offense. The quarterback's doing everything he can to be able to make the play work and try to execute. The problem is the offensive line did not do a good job protecting him. They're very fortunate that ball wasn't intercepted.
So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3. Kicks up. And it's off the upright. No good. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Minnesota and Iowa square off in the battle for the grandest of all prize pigs, Floyd of Rosedale. And for Minnesota, they've lost 2 in a row.
A touchdown was the result of their last drive, and a good chunk of those yards were gained by way of the rushing attack. He laterals the ball. Lamb gains around 6 yards on the run.
That'll make it second and 4.
They're about 4 yards away here on second down.
Kill, 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 kill.
Fires it out. He's to the 40. He's at midfield. Down the sideline. The ball is loose. Picks up the fumble. And down he goes at the 20-yard line.
They work on ripping the ball away all week in practice. He got a hand in there and just knocked it free.
Man left, man left. Shift, shift. Check 99.
He gets out to about the 18-yard line. The running back gets 2 on the carry.
The safety came up from the secondary and made a nice, solid tackle.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 18. Peoples takes it left. Peoples comes away with 5 yards on the carry.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Gets it out in a hurry. Throws complete. Touchdown. So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll get a second look at it here and determine if he was inbounds when he hauled it in.
And that play happened so fast that it was very tough to tell if he was able to get a foot down or not.
After review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, I think the play warranted a review, but the call on the field stands. And he adds the extra point. USC ready to kick this one off. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 10. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 23-yard line.
The Trojans really came prepared to play defense today, and the plan is working.
Well, so far in this game, you've got to tip your cap to the defensive coordinator. He has clearly done a very good job of getting his team ready to play, and they have done a nice job of slowing down this very explosive offense.
It's not quite a blowout, but unless they do something here, it might turn into one.
Fires out to his wideout, and they make the stop at the 38-yard line.
Not the greatest pass, but a really, really good.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun.
Throws complete. He's hammered. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
They come out in a 5-wide set.
Easy, 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 easy. Easy, 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 easy. Over, 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 over.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
From their own 42-yard line. 3rd down.
Now he's flushed and they got him.
Sometimes it's just a relentless pass rush that results in a sack. That's what happened there.
Williams, the return man. He hits a low one there.
50-yard penalty. Out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
I'm sure that touchdown in their last possession's given them some confidence, but let's see if that carries them back down the field.
Well, I think this defense has got to do something because right now the quarterback is in such a good rhythm that you've got to do something to try to get him out of it. I would suggest trying to bring more pressure. Try to come up with an exotic blitz look to try to get him on his heels as opposed to being the aggressor and attacking the defense.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball on the 17.
Check 26, check 26.
Almost intercepted.
Almost a big play. He patrols the deep part of the field like a center fielder, though he didn't make the catch like one.
And he's immediately tackled.
Well, you know this defense is going to come after you. There's no doubt about that. And as an offense, you have to be prepared for that. In that play, they made them pay for blitzing.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 29.
Watch the run. Take 4.
And they got him.
This quarterback has to do a better job of avoiding the rush because sacks can be real drive killers.
Now he's scrambling. And now he's going to run. Tackle made at the 35-yard line. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Flipping. Offense. Still second down.
There are 3 quarters remaining. USC's got a 3-touchdown advantage. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2.
He's coming. Quick the edge.
They'll make the sack, and that is one inspired defense right now.
Well, this offense is running plays that are taking way too long to develop, giving the defense plenty of time to get after the quarterback. Boy, they're putting a lot of pressure on him.
3rd and long here, and they hope to convert another one and keep this drive going. Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback. He's going to go for the home run. Missed him. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, so they'll have to punt this one away.
Yeah, they just couldn't connect on a pass there. That was a very good stand by this defense.
The Trojans quarterback down there on the sideline, and Kirk, you and I talked to him earlier this week, and he is really the main cog in this offense. Doesn't look like he's in that much pain right now. They need him back on the field before this one's over. Willis fields at the 48, brought down at the 48-yard line. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. He scrambles. Nice pitch and catch for the 1st down. And they push him out at the 28-yard line.
That'll move the chains for another Kentucky first down.
Well, the quarterback's able to find a soft spot in the defense, and he threw an accurate ball for a solid pickup.
They need to find a way to get points this trip in the red zone. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Gets it off as he's hit. Complete. And he's taken down at the 1-yard line. First down. Defense trying to hold their ground here. It's 1st and goal inside the 5. And off to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss.
That is a loss of 3 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Quick strike, and it's caught for the touchdown. He makes the PAT. Campbell has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. He's tackled at the 27-yard line.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. Gets it out quickly, and he's tackled right away.
He is such a good target, really anywhere on the field. But they like to get him the ball in short to medium range situations.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 39. Fires across the middle. He's taken down around the 47-yard line.
That's a gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 50, Mike 50.
And he hauls it in. He's at the 30, to the 20, the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown. Wait a second. They put the points on the board, but they might have to take them down. So they'll move back after that costly penalty, and they'll have to try to get that yardage back here. From their own 40-yard line. 2nd down. He's scrambling. He's at midfield, diving for extra yardage. And he has a huge gain.
Yeah, and I like the decision-making ability of this quarterback. He looks and looks. He sees nothing. He didn't get rattled. He sees some green in front of him, and he takes off. Ends up with a great run.
From the 48-yard line, 1st down. Here's the halfback. He's tackled at the 49.
Boy, did you see how the defense just swarmed to the ball carrier? That was fantastic pursuit.
He's on the run, and they get the sack. Big play there by the defensive end to get into the backfield and get the quarterback.
It's amazing what this kid can do on the field. Don't let his youth fool you. He's good.
3rd down now, and they need to get it down to the 38s. Down the middle. Great concentration to haul it in. Brought down right around the 24-yard line.
He sort of rainbowed that one into the air, which can be risky. You're giving the defender or multiple defenders time to get there. But that time, it worked out nicely.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch.
And this play is number 8 on the drive. Halfback screen, incomplete.
That brings him 2nd and goal.
It's 2nd and goal. 6 yards to the end zone. Out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
That makes it 3rd and goal.
Here's play number 10 on the drive. Flares it and almost had it intercepted. It's 4th down. They're going to go for the easy 3 here. Kicks away, and they tack on 3 points. USC to kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 10. And he's tackled at the 20. Six points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force them into a mistake.
Throws this one out to the right. And he dropped it.
Smith intended to see the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. Ball on their own 35.
3 down. Ready?
Tackle around the 42-yard line. Pass complete and taken down immediately.
Miller with the tackle at the 38-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
From the 38-yard line, 2nd down. Quick pass, and he's hit before he could go anywhere.
That makes it 1st and 10.
14, 14. Coming to you. Easy.
And he's level at the 4.
That's good for another 13 yards. That'll move the chains for another Kentucky. 1st down.
It's 1st down. Big opportunity to score here inside the 5. It's 1st down and goal. They put everyone up on the line. Gives it left side. That's a great tackle at the 5.
That is exactly the type of play that good linebackers make on a regular basis. And if you can make enough of them in college, you're probably going to get a chance to play at the next level.
And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Watch 14. Oh, easy.
They'll bring him down around the 1-yard line.
That's not Brady.
5 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 3rd down. They're crowding the line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
There are some guys, when they get near the goal line, they just have a knack for getting the ball into the end zone. That's what we saw right there.
And he converts the extra point. Campbell has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Well, the defense held him to 3 on their last possession. Pitching a shutout on this drive would be even better. Now he tries to buy some time. Decides to slide. Right. Gets about 4 yards on the play. The Wildcats taking their first time out of the half. From their own 26-yard line, it's 2nd down. Gives it off. He gets to about the 34-yard line. And the tailback broke that one for a very nice gain.
Give the offensive line some kudos there. They blocked very well up front to create the holes for this back.
Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line. 3-yard loss there.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
2nd and 13. Ball on their own 31.
The Trojans saw one of their top players going down earlier, but it looks like he's going to be able to get back in there.
And he throws it away. And a quick throw. And they make the stop at the 47-yard line.
Pollard brings him down at the 47-yard line. First down.
36, 36.
Rose intercept. No, he dropped it.
It's an intelligent play by the defender. All you have to do sometimes is get your hand on the ball.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 47. And down he goes, right around the 46-yard line. USC's out of timeouts. 7 yards there.
That's a good completion. They didn't get the first down, but they picked up about 7 yards.
Here's the 8th play of the series. And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half. He goes downtown. He almost had it, but it's incomplete.
NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half action about to begin.
Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20. Tackle made at the 23-yard line.
Kickoff return, 23 yards.
So now both teams come trotting back out onto the field. Here's a receiver screen. Ball's incomplete.
These guys, especially in the secondary, really get after it and can make life hard for the play callers on the other side of the ball.
From their own 23-yard line. 2nd down. Now he's scrambling. Tackle made at the 24.
Check 50, check 50.
Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage. So the defense will hold them as they go 3 and out.
Picture-perfect defense on that drive. That's what the defensive coordinator wants to see every single time.
Willis is the deep man awaiting the return. Willis fields it at the 38. Tackle at the 50-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. And he is drilled at the 40. They've been all over this quarterback today.
The pass protection has got to do a better job, but give this defense some credit. They've really figured out what they have to do to pressure the quarterback and to cause him some problems.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long. And he's taken down at the 36-yard line. Gains his way to the 23-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 23.
Easy, 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 easy.
And he's tackled at the 10.
He is such a reliable target. You throw it anywhere near him, and this guy's going to get his hands on it to make a catch.
Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. He's taken down right around the 2-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Touchdown, Kentucky! Trying to get within a field goal. They'll try the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. Kentucky lines up for the kickoff.
You like that? You like that?
And he got all of this one. Great kick. And he's taken down at the 16-yard line.
Kentucky's not going to back down from anybody, Herbie. I guess at least not today.
No, not today. They played with a chip on their shoulder. They've stood toe-to-toe with the big boys, and I don't think they're finished yet.
Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. USC is up by 3. He zips one over to the right. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Lewis was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
From their own 16-yard line, it's 2nd down. Peoples, the ball carrier. Peoples gets 7 yards on the play.
Gain of 7 on the play. 3rd down.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. pass is tipped away.
Great reaction to get his hands in the way of that pass. That's not an easy play to make.
Holly is the punter. Willis fields it at the 38. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. He did a good job there to give his team decent field position. They moved the ball very effectively on their last drive, which ended with a touchdown. The defense has been talking it over on the sideline, trying to make some corrections. Let's see if they can stop them this time.
So much of the passing game is about the timing between the quarterback and his wide receivers. And right now with this offense, they are in sync, and really the timing and execution is flawless.
From the 29-yard line, first down. It's the tailback. Brought down at the 29-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Caught, and he's hit immediately.
Gain of 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Third down, and they need to get it to the 19. Pulls it in, and he's in the open field.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering the football for a first down.
First down.
Little screen pass. Steps out of bounds, just outside the goal line.
Gain of 6 on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
That brings up a 2nd and goal. Ball on the 1. They're trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense. Touchdown, Wildcats. And he adds the extra point. So that's a 6-play, 46-yard drive, and it results in a touchdown. Campbell has his kick team lined up, and he is set to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 24-yard line. The Wildcats look very impressive in the first half, building that nice lead. But, man, you talk about a different story here in the third.
Well, they've just been going through the motions, and this is where you find out what kind of leadership you have as an offense, because things have been sluggish. Who's going to step up now and make a play for you?
This deficit can be easily overcome, sure. But they have to be thinking if they don't get something going on this series, the burden is going to be felt by their defense. He's scrambling. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 29.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He's out.
Holly to punt. He makes it to the 42-yard line. The offense will be hoping they can move the ball as well as they did on their last drive.
This offensive coordinator's got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because, again, they put so much time into trying to put a plan together, and to be able to see that actually come into play makes you feel pretty good as a play caller.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. Kentucky is up by 4. Makes it to the 37.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
This has been a fun one if you like offense. The shootout continues as we head to the 4th. 28-24, Kentucky. Back to the action here. Tight ball game in the 4th quarter.
And it's caught. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Walker on the tackle at the 28-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1.
Nice run there. So the halfback picks up the 1st down there with that 6-yard gain.
Another good run from this running back. Let's see if he continues to get his carries as they continue with this drive.
From the 22-yard line, 1st down. Kentucky holds a 4-point lead. Fires quickly to the tight end. Tackle at the 13-yard line.
That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Run left side. Touchdown, Kentucky! He makes the PAT. A 7-play, 59-yard drive. And it's good for 7 points. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. I'm sure the return man would have loved to go for 6 that time.
They need to move the ball down the field quickly and efficiently. They should maybe even throw in some no huddle to conserve time.
Well, you know the offense would like to generate more than they did on their last possession. And down he goes, right around the 20. Lamb gains only 2 yards there on the delay.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 20-yard line, it's 2nd down. And they make the stop at the 15. Got it to the senior. Tackle made right around the 32-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
From their own 47-yard line, it's 1st down.
You like that? You like that?
Another run. Looking for the corner. He's at the 30. He goes out of bounds at the 27.
Gain of 26 yards. 1st down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Looks left, finding his tailback. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 19-yard line.
The quarterback and his receiver make a great play here and convert on an early down.
It's 2nd down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
Watch the
Nice play to set up 1st and goal.
Call it a gain of 12 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
He gets hit out of bounds around the 1-yard line.
Gain of 7 yards. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. So the offense is going to go for 2.
Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, Mike, 74.
And they won't get the 2. White has the ball set, and he looks ready to kick this one deep. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
For USC, they're really getting after the quarterback tonight. This defense has had success getting after the quarterback. You know this is a real crucial time in the game. It could still go either way. Tackled after a decent pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down. Fires out quickly to the tailback. He's at midfield. Inside the 30. And he's tackled at the 13.
Excellent execution on one side of the ball that time. And it looks to me like the defense was in a little state of confusion. Let's see if they can pull themselves together.
And the big pickup through the air has made it 1st and 10. Just under 3 to go in regulation. Pass is caught. The defense lays him out.
Stop on the tackle at the 7-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outside. Let's go!
He makes it out to maybe the 7-yard line.
No gain on the play.
USC's going to take their first time out of the half. They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Douglas on the run. They got to him, and he did not get the first down.
That was nose-to-nose football right there. And the defense this time wins the battle.
Kicks up, and he got it. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. He's taken down at the 29. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Personal foul. Clipping. Receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped, we're one play away from a very different ball game. Slings it. He's taken down right around the 34.
That's a gain of 21 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
2 minutes left in the ball game. Just under 2 to go in the game. Knocked out of bounds at about the 35.
That brings him 2nd and 9.
He scrambled. And they get the sack.
You can't take sacks like that as a quarterback. You just can't. If you can't find a receiver, get out of the pocket and throw the ball away.
They really need to pick up this 3rd and long here in the 4th quarter. Out of bounds at the 35.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
Quick throw out to the receiver. And he's taken down at about the 49.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty. From the 34-yard line. First down.
Check four.
He's on the run. Brought down around the 32-yard line. And he didn't get much on that scramble before they drilled it.
Brad, that's a great way for the quarterback to get himself injured. He needs to be a lot more careful out there.
Under a minute left. Spikes the ball. This is the 8th play of this drive. And he's hit before he can go anywhere. Quick out to his receiver. Makes the catch, but just not enough for the first.
Yeah, they're going to come up a little bit short here. Nice job by the defense of preventing this completion from turning into a first down.
Now he's scrambling. He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
Gain of 3 on the play. First down.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Scrambling around. Dives, and he's down.
Check. Alert, predator. 25. Check 25.
And he stops the clock with a spike.
That'll make it 31.
We're at the 12th play of the drive. Pressure coming. That tackle just sealed the deal.
Brad Nussler saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.